Hi, this is Kayla Murphy from the Fabric Garden in Madison, Maine and fabricgarden.com. I'd like to take a minute and show some tips on ruler work. How many times when you hear the word stippling, you just go crazy? Yikes, I can't do it. Well, I kind of think of ruler work as controlled stippling. So I'd like to share a couple of things with you. First off, you're going to set your machine up for free motion. So drop your feed dogs. You're going to be using a ruler foot, and the ruler foot is fatter. It's a good 1/4 of an inch thick, so that's going to work with the rulers that we're going to be using. You do want to use a single needle plate, so you only have one hole, so there's less clearance for your needle. And I like to use a Supreme slider. It makes your fabric slide so easily, so you have less drag on your project. So that's how we're going to set up our machine. And I'm going to use just a little test sample. I'm using the Janome Ruler Work set, and I really like this as a good starter set. We have a template that you can use to mark your fabrics, and I'm using just a Friction pen, marking my lines and my center, so I have a positioning points to work my ruler foot. And the rulers are fatter. You can see they're a good 1/4 of an inch thick because they're going to butt up against our ruler foot. If we were to use our regular quilting rulers, the ruler will kind of slide right underneath my foot. Can you stop? To use gloves. These are some of the machine gloves that we sell. They have little grippies, so again we have more contact on our fabric, which is again going to help move this. When I do ruler work, I like to think of the ruler and the fabric as one. The set that I'm using from Janome, one nice thing also, comes with an absolutely wonderful DVD. It's over an hour long, and it's going to show you how to use all 6 rulers that come with it. So first off, raise your presser foot, and you're going to see that these rulers work. You're going to work inside the ruler itself. So, I'm lining my center point, which has lines right across and right here, and I'm going to drop my foot, and your thread starts. You can either bring up your thread so you can tie, or you can lock it. Now, I like to think of ruler work as one. My ruler is attached or bonded in a sense with little grippies, and my gloves are holding this as one. With stippling or ruler work, find the speed you like. Use needle down position. So all I want to do is move that fabric in a consistent manner. So when I start, I'm going to just work the fabric, and more importantly, I want resistance from that ruler foot to the template. So what I'm doing is just adding a little bit of pressure or a little bit of resistance, so I'm pushing the foot into the ruler. Stop. Now, in traditional quilting, we'd have to turn our project. In ruler work, you have the advantage of just rotating the ruler and going in any which way direction like that. So again, what I'm looking for, or what you're trying for, is consistency in your movement. Play with the speed of your machine, because some people like it a little faster or slower, but don't be afraid to go a little faster if you are having trouble keeping your stitches consistent. So I'm just kind of rotating and working, and this ruler, as I said, is I'm working inside. So I could turn, see what I'm doing? I'm rotating all the way around. Now I'm going to just bring my thread up just for this quick sample, and lift and break my thread, because I want to show you another thing that I can do. I can rotate the ruler the opposite way. We went from skinny to fat. Now I'm going to go from fat to skinny. And drop your foot. And now I'm going to purposely do something that is very common when you're doing ruler work. I'm going to kind of come up this angle, and I'm not really adhering or pressuring into the ruler. and you kind of slid away. You saw how I slid away, and I kind of did this on purpose. It was a very common thing, because what you're trying to do is keep that constant pressure on the foot itself. So I'm going to just scooch around and do the same thing, so you can kind of see we were right about here, and then if a little more pressure, there's your good curve. So this is just a good thing to work with if it does happen. So I can bring my foot up. So these are some of the things, or some of the tips that you could do with ruler work. Now another fun thing is I got to get this ruler out of my foot. There's little pegs here, so you can slide it right off, which is really nice. So if you wanted to move your things around. We have the different shapes, and these are just some of the quickie little samples I did. We have angles that you can work right like this. We also have nice clamshells, double clamshells, single clamshells, and you can work those around. So there's a range of different rulers that you can do, and just kind of have fun. Just don't get so, oh my God, it's got to be perfect. Just start and have some fun. We also have the Creative Grids rulers, which these are the 7 rulers from Angela Walters, and they have little grippies on the back and markings, and they're very fun to use, and Angela has videos of every one of these on her site. This is just a very popular one, little slim, so I went around and you have markings so you can do your height, and then drop down every other. So there's some really fun ways you can do borders and things. So I hope you enjoyed. There's just a few little tips, and enjoy, and hope to see you at the Fabric Garden in Madison, or visit our site, fabricgarden.com. Thank you.